Thank you Razer for sponsoring today's video. Sorry to bother you guys, but winner announcement, I'm giving away an iPad and also some cool paper-like stuff. Jean Papillon, congratulations. Thank you so much for commenting in our What in My Travel Tech Backpack video. There's another one coming right after this, so thank you guys for watching the videos. I'll try to make more of these, and please avoid the scammers. I will contact you via the social links in my description down below. So that's it. Those are only it. Avoid scammers. This is like the 4th episode we make, so welcome to another desk setup accessories video. I've been trying to find items to revamp the setup, and not because I want to change the current one I have, but mainly because in a few months I am moving out into my new condo and I need to find the perfect accessories that will make that desk setup the perfect workstation, like the ultimate desk setup for 2022. So I've been trying out new tech that I think it's worth mentioning. I know some of these items will help you guys into making your desk setup a bit cooler. I'll be giving away an item in this video, so leave a comment down below as to why you think you should win. Razer just made the keyboard I wish I had 3 years ago when I was super into gaming and coding. This was way back before the YouTube channel actually started. This here is the Razer Deathstalker V2 Pro, and it is a killer keyboard. Imagine productivity and gaming finally coming into an agreement together. They were able to somehow produce this wireless, low-profile optical gaming keyboard with great aesthetics, but most importantly, great battery life for what it is, which was my main concern at first. Turns out that their battery life calculator on their website is actually more or less accurate. It of course all depends on whether you are using their hyperspeed technology or you're rocking it through Bluetooth. Just know that the polling rate this has on hyperspeed is around 1000 Hz compared to 300 Hz via Bluetooth. But of course, Bluetooth is recommended if you ever need to connect up to 3 devices via Bluetooth. Now, with a keyboard like this that delivers great RGB within Synapse and up to 70 million keystrokes, the day I literally unboxed this, I wondered how good is the performance. Look, genuinely after playing Valorant with this thing, the switches actuate so fast. Optical switches are faster than mechanical and most of the time have a better response. The actuation force of this I believe is around 45 to 50 grams with an actuation distance of about 1.2 millimeters. And on my end, I got linear switches which make less noise and have substantial typing feedback without feeling too mushy. The whole keyboard is a 5052 aluminum alloy top case, which is the same aluminum they use for ships and aircrafts. It can deliver an angle of elevation between 6 to 9 degrees. It's a slim profile going from 26.6 millimeters to 21 millimeters, so no need for a wrist rest. Keycaps are ABS keycaps, which are laser etched and manufactured with ultra durable coating. It explains why you don't see nasty greasy fingerprints on it after long hours of use. The backlighting is all even across the keys, which is nice, mostly for a $250 keyboard. It also delivers a great clickable roller and media buttons made in aluminum. Definitely recommend that if you guys end up getting one, map these out through Synapse as we did for Premiere. Between their TKL model and the regular model, I most love the minimal look that TKL offers. You never truly give up any keys other than the numpad. Most of the other keys will be found as secondary keys on the keyboard. For an overall minimalist look, the TKL can also be paired with a Razer Orochi V2 mouse, which I featured a few weeks ago. Turns out that this is the mouse I brought to Europe and I loved it. If you haven't checked that video out, I'll leave a link down below, but in short, it's a small lightweight wireless mouse with a huge battery life and nice aesthetics, and this here is very much a budget king. It's a fantastic little wireless mouse, however, it takes a bit of time to get used to the shape and size. After a few games of Valorant, I definitely got the hang of it. I did realize that unlike some of the other mice in this category, the PTFE feed glides so much better on mouse pads. They don't really require any braking time, they still feel the same as the day I got it. As for the buttons, there are 6 buttons on the Orochi V2 and they all pretty much sound very defined and sturdy, which I very much like. There are of course different actuation points because of its shape and the way the main buttons were built, but they feel firm and spongy at the same time on this 60-gram mouse. 60 grams without the battery. It was all done on purpose to offer different weights to users based on their preference of weight for the mouse. So the option to either use a AA or a AAA battery will alternate the weight between 60 to 80 grams depending on your pick. Overall, it delivers hyper-speed wireless connectivity or Bluetooth if you wish. It has an 18,000 dpi 5G optical sensor, and that sensor can deliver up to 425 hours of battery life via USB connectivity. However, via Bluetooth, you get a whopping 950 hours, which is more than great. I've been using this throughout the trip, and ever since I got back, I haven't changed the battery. Although if you want those type of hours, make sure that you are using a lithium battery or else those hours drop in half. Both of these peripherals do live on a set from Harbour, London I recently got. And I got a few of these because the setup at the condo is going to look insane. The mouse rests on this leather mousepad with felt padding. I must say it looks so nice, it's incredibly well stitched, and the leather smells good. My only concern with the leather mousepads is how much warp will this generate after a long period of time. Other than that, I love the way my Orochi slides on it and the felt feels very premium. It's an 11.4 inch by 9 inch mousepad and it does fit incredibly well on this wool felt pad. This once again is made by them. I love wool felt pads and I would buy all of them if I could. This is soft to the touch, is 100% wool felt, and it has a dense body compared to my other ones. I will say though, beware with this one because the felt is larger, so these do come off easily at first until you properly break the mousepad in. Other than that, I love the nice little leather design logo they added, and I recommend you get the large version like I did, unless you're planning to have more tech on your Mac. However, on my end, it wasn't much of a concern. My new editing dock lives right beside this mousepad. I pretty much built this in a way that I could fit it vertically, and I say build because you can snap these pieces as you wish, as long as you connect these pins to these connecting points, of course. This here, my friends, is the Monogram Creative Console Photo, and oh my god, is this thing life-changing. We've been on a rampage when it comes to creative decks, and we finally found one that checks all of our boxes. Now, I got the photo console. They do sell 3 different types of bundles, each that comes with the best modules and access to software for your needs. So here I got a 1-core unit, 3 buttons, 6 dials, and 1 orbiter, which is very much my favorite tool. The whole board connects via USB-C, and for the most part, the top silver plates of the modules are made out of metal. As for the rest, when it comes to the buttons and the bottom plates, it's all plastic, but it really isn't a cheap plastic. It feels nice to the touch, and the bottom plates really have this rubbery feel to them. It very much prevents the whole deck from sliding. Now, the app is where the magic happens, and something super cool I discovered the first time I used this is that the disc has pressure points. The orbiter allows you to adjust multiple parameters at the same time. So what I like to do is use the orbiter to change the axis in Premiere and the wheel for scale. My dials are used for snapping clips, selecting editing points, clip volume, and so much more. I love how easy they are to set up, and I love the wide range of customizations the app delivers. This also includes the sensitivity of the dials, Windows shortcuts, and the fact you can assign macros to it. I could make a whole video about this thing because it is capable of so much. If you are a creator, this is definitely a must check out, just like our Sandisk Pro Dock 4. Okay, so I recently got this, and it's mainly because we are starting to dive into some heavy cinematography, things that my Kingston dock sometimes cannot keep up with. This here's an insane card reader, but it is very expensive, hence why it made it to this premium desk setup accessories video. However, it sadly isn't compatible with my custom PC. Plus, the thing that sucks about the price is that you still need to buy their modules separately, but this Thunderbolt 4 dock is unbeatable compared to what the market has to offer. This is the ultimate all-in-one card reader with additional ports like USB-C, USB-A, Ethernet, and DisplayPort, all powered by an inbuilt power supply. And I specifically chose this because I might max out a 16-inch MacBook Pro for the condo, meaning that this can deliver up to 87 watts of power for a charge and deliver all the ports I'll need in one device. Eventually, I'll love to get a red camera, and so the fact that this can also deliver mini Mac reader modules makes it a perfect desk setup accessory. I really can't believe how fast this thing is with our SD cards and how how fast it is able to charge the MacBooks. When it comes to audio, I always have some good audio equipment to feature, starting with the all-new Razer's flagship hybrid gaming headset, the Barracuda Pro. It's pretty much the high tier of the Barracuda lineup, and the high tier means hyperspeed connectivity, Bluetooth 5.2, ANC, a Type-C charging port, and up to 40 hours of battery life. Plus, they included a nice carry pouch with this model with a nice compartment for all of its accompanying accessories. So again, this here is a blend between productivity and gaming. The cups are so freaking comfortable, they feel soft, they are deep, and my glasses don't hate it at all. Been using this for gaming, and I must say after 2 to 3 hours of playing Valo, this still feels good on my head. I really appreciate Razer keeping the clamping force moderate. Now, the on-headset controls includes everything you'll need. We've got a mic mute switch, digital volume control, an ANC button, they charge via USB-C, and a power button. The two things I love about this headset is how great the range of connectivity is. I can get quite far from it without disrupting the signal quality, plus the audio clarity while gaming is amazing, mostly towards the bass region, which is very powerful. Definitely one of the best headsets I've worn. The mic, it may not sound as good as the studio broadcaster mic, but for a hidden seamless integrated mic, it works. As for the downsides with this headset, I guess the L shape of the USB-C receiver blocking other ports, and the fact the body itself does not have an analog jack to connect to my Wave XLR. I've been actually using this audio interface for a bit now. Physically, this thing has a nice sleek and compact design, and unlike my other audio interface, I love the fact it's slanted, so it makes it easier for me to use. However, the tap mute on the top of it's what kills me. Just because of the spot I tend to position my interfaces, although for the price, I love the simplicity. The audio knob feels great, I can easily scroll through the modes, and it's super easy to connect. My biggest pet peeve though is the fact that the mic jack is at the back, but other than that, I'd say that the Wavelink software is not too bad. It's super easy to use, and if you have a second monitor or a large monitor, it can really make your whole workflow elite. It really is a great mixer, and it's easy to use to link up all of the softwares you want. As for my microphone, I fell in love with the MV7. I really think it's currently the sweet spot of XLR mics. It's such a good all-around mic for podcasting, live streaming, and gaming. The SM7B definitely sounds punchier and delivers a bit more clarity, but I really don't think it's worth the extra money compared to the MV7. Mostly when you know you need to spend the extra money on a cloud lifter, the MV7 is what I recommend most people getting nowadays, only if you want to start getting into the more pro lineup in terms of mics. The cool thing is that for a level entry pro mic, I do admire that it has a USB connection, so you can use it via XLR or USB. However, if you do end up using it via USB, you can use their Motive app to dial in your audio. It's actually pretty cool, so in short, you won't need an audio interface if you want to save more money. USB really delivers a ton of features like the use of an intuitive touch panel to make quick adjustments, auto levels, and so on. I really recommend you guys check this out. It's so worth it. However, I'm not sure that the price increase of the Halo screen bar is worth it. Now, screen bars are a favorite for me. I've owned low tier screen bars, mid tiers, and now this high-end Halo bar by BenQ. And don't get me wrong, this thing is fantastic. It's so much brighter than the Quintus, and the controls work so much better. But we are of course talking about a $200 price difference. However, I thought this was worth mentioning for those who are looking to get the best light bar out there. Now, this is a whole new light bar, and cool enough, it has another backlight on the bracket. Plus, BenQ did things right this time around and added a wireless remote to control your lighting status. It is powered by batteries, but these last for a while. Out of the box, the control works, so there's no need to sync it up. As soon as you hover your hand over it, it'll allow you to turn the power, and you can do things such as change your color temperatures, enable auto mode, set the brightness, or even favorite a preset you enjoy the most. Honestly, it's actually really satisfying turning this wheel. It's super smooth. Respect BenQ for also delivering a proper add-on bracket to mount this on curved monitors. Other than the price, I really can't complain as it diffuses light really well on your desk. It really covers a good amount of area compared to the Quintus. The last addition to my desk which I very much needed was another floor light. I've been craving filling this spot here with a proper light, and I finally found one that matches the aesthetics. This here is the AIM floor light Gantri are a brand we've worked with in the past and I love their products. Awesome enough, these lights are 3D printed and made out of a Gantri plant polymer body with soft touch matte finish. I have to be careful with them as I've dropped a few once and it ruined the paint. It's also very important to note that if you do get one, make sure you clean it with a soft moist towel. You can do it with alcohol, so don't worry. My light of choice is 48 inches in terms of height, which I thought was perfect. It really delivers a nice little shade of lighting, which I very much needed on the corner of this desk. These are all accessories I've been dying to talk about. I know they are on the pricier side, hence the premium in the title. However, I will be making a budget desk accessories video soon. I've used some nice budget tech recently that I think it's so worth mentioning. Don't forget to participate in the giveaway and please be careful with scammers going around the comment section. The only socials I have are in the description down below, so beware. I will contact you through Twitter or Instagram. Stay tuned guys, take care and stay safe. I'm out.